Hello. Today I want to talk about how Maharishi teaches us to live heaven on earth. What does this mean, to live heaven on earth? As human beings, we have many, many lifetimes. And the purpose of these lifetimes is to evolve to higher states of consciousness. The evolution in our lifetimes as human beings is interspersed with time spent in the heavenly spheres, on the astral planes. Sometimes there is deep rest of the individuated consciousness on the astral planes in between lives as a human being. But with more evolution to higher states of consciousness, the lifetimes on the astral planes in those heavenly spheres become more active, and they are much longer and happier than our lifetimes here as human beings. You may have a faint memory of your lifetimes spent on the astral planes. And maybe it's more like a faint feeling, a feeling of fullness and peacefulness of those lifetimes in the heavenly spheres. Maharishi teaches there is a way to bring those feelings of peacefulness and fullness here in our lifetimes as human beings. He teaches that with a meditation practice where you have a technique that allows you to transcend the relative field, then the experience is of divine being. Divine being that is your true nature, left by itself to experience itself, referring to itself. This experience of divine being comes back with you when you return to your experience in this lifetime of the relative field, with the consciousness of waking, dreaming, or sleeping. And that experience of divine being brings you more of those feelings of peacefulness and fullness that you have that faint memory of your time in the heavenly spheres. So the lifetime now becomes infused, your mind and your physiology in this lifetime now become infused with that experience of divine being. It permeates your mind, your physiology, and your life here in the relative field. And this experience of divine being in your meditation practice transforms you so that you may rise to that same status of divine being. When you hold that consciousness of divine being alongside the consciousness of the relative field, then you are established in divine being that is your true nature. Now, every experience in the relative field is alongside the experience of divine being. This is living heaven on earth. So do as Maharishi teaches. Develop your meditation practice. Transcend the relative field repeatedly and regularly. Rise to that status of yourself that is divine being and live heaven on earth. Thank you, beloved Guru. All glory be to thee.